Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Sarafina binti Osman. My student ID is 20228794666. And for today's informative speech, my topic is about brains. Okay. Hey there, folks. Have you ever stopped to think about the incredible machine inside your head? I'm talking about your brain. It's not just a lump of a gray stuff, it's a superpower waiting to be unleashed. Today, we are going on a wild ride to explore how your brain works and how you can make it work even better. According to a survey from 2013, around 65% of Americans believe that we only use 10% of our brain. But that is just a myth. According to an interview with a neurologist, Barry Gordon, in Scientific American, he explained that the majority of the brain is almost always active. Researchers also show that most of our brain is in use when a person is performing a very simple action. Do you guys know that a lot of the brain is even active when a person is resting or sleeping? The percentage of the brain is in use at any given time varies from a person to a person. It also depends on what a person is doing or thinking about. Okay. Next is brain structure. Okay. Think of your brain is like a supercomputer with billions of tiny switches called neurons. These switches help you to think, learn, and remember stuff. But what's really cool is that your brain has different parts that do special jobs. It's like a superhero inside your head. A person's brain determines how they experience the world around them. The brain weighs about 3 pounds and contains around 100 billion neurons, cells that carry information. The brainstem and also cerebellum are essential components of the brain, each playing distinct roles in regulating vital bodily functions. Brainstem control our autonomic functions and reflexes, while cerebellum control our balance and posture as well as our muscle tone. Next is the idea of right brain and left brain people and the associated traits has been popularized in pop psychology. However, it is important to note that the brain is highly interconnected organ and both hemispheres work together in most cognitive functions. While there are some lateralized functions, the notion that people can be distinctly right-brained or left-brained is an oversimplification. So first is left hemisphere. We have language processing. The Broca's area located in the left frontal lobe is an essential for language production, while the Wernicke's area located in the left temporal lobe is crucial for language comprehension. So let's go to the right hemisphere. Right hemisphere, we have the spatial abilities. The right hemisphere is often associated with special abilities, including understanding special relationships and recognizing patterns. Next is creativity and imagination. Some aspects of creativity, imagination, and also holistic thinking are linked to the right hemisphere. So, next we have the relationship between the brain and the body. Okay, the relationship between the brain and the body is complex and also dynamic, involving a continuous exchange of information through the nervous system. The brain, as the central control of the nervous system, influences and regulates various bodily functions, and in turn, the body provides feedback to the brain. So, under this, we have the nervous system. What is nervous system? Nervous system is your body's command center. For example, digestion, breathing, and also sexual development, we know as puberty. Okay, so What about life making decisions? Okay, so what about life making decisions? There are a reason why adults and kids thinks differently. And the reason to that is because of the prefrontal cortex development. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for higher order cognitive functions such as decision making, impulse control, and planning. So it continues to develop into early adulthood. This development contributes to improved executive functions in adults. Hence, why there is numerous issues regarding on early child marriage, where the brain is not fully developed, and the result to that is that they cannot make up their own decisions. And another example for this big decision making is how adults or even kids nowadays can decide to change their genders. Besides on the major changes on how society is thinking or adapting to the new era. So, next is decision making. Changing gender may involve various decisions such as whether to pursue medical interventions, socially transition, or disclose one's gender identity. The brain's cognitive processes, including decision making abilities, play a role in these choices. Okay. Lastly, we have cognitive dissonance. Individuals may experience cognitive dissonance when their gender identity does not align with social expectations or their assigned sex at birth. So, coping with this dissonance may involve cognitive processes such as self reflection and also adaptation. And last but not least, we have emotional regulation. So, emotional impact. Changing gender can elicit a range of emotions, including joy, relief, anxiety, and sometimes fear. The brain's emotional regulation processes are involved in managing these emotional experiences. So, the part that control our emotion in our brain, we call it as the limbic system, is the part of the brains that responsible for behavioral and also emotional responses. So, and guess what? Scientists are always finding new ways to make your brain even more amazing. In the future, we might be able to do incredible things with our brains, like controlling computers with our thoughts or helping people with brain troubles. It's like a living science fiction adventure. So, for the conclusion, so my friends, your brain is your own superpower. You can use it to learn, remember, and create and explore the new worlds. It's like having a superhero sidekick right inside your head. As you go out into the world, remember that you are your own brain superhero. So keep on learning, discovering, and having tons of fun. Your brain is the greatest adventure that you will ever experience. Thanks for joining me on this thrilling journey into unleashing your brain's superpowers. Go out there and be the brain superhero you were meant to be. Thank you.